stadium lights were fading as the crowd all disappeared. Cold October wind and distant sirens drifting through the air. Your cheer jacket wrapped around you while we walked across the lot, talking about forever, like forever's all we got. My old Camaro barely started in the freezing autumn rain, but you laughed and said the silence somehow made the night feel strange. And every tiny breath between the songs played way too low felt like something beautiful we'd someday miss the most. We were small town runaways, burning bright beneath the dark. Every dream felt so enormous, every kiss became a spark. Oh, empty streets after the football game still echo through my mind, like faded little movie scenes the years could never hide. Now the hometown feels much colder, and those Friday nights are gone, but part of me still waits for you beneath those parking lot lights on. The diner near the highway closed sometime back in '99, but in my mind the jukebox still glows red and white at night. You're dancing near the counter while the whole world blurred away, like those tiny reckless moments somehow begged for us to stay. I found your senior photograph inside an old shoebox, edges curled and colors fading from the years and dust. And suddenly the whole room filled with echoes from back then, like youth itself came rushing through the cracks in time again. Maybe every autumn leaves pieces of us in the air, tiny ghosts beneath the streetlights, still waiting somewhere there. Empty streets after the football game still burn beneath my skin, like snapshots from a world we almost stayed forever in. And if every light goes dark someday and every memory fades, I'll still hear your laughter softly through those cold October rains. The stadium went silent, but our ghosts stayed behind. opposite sign. The parking lot was quiet when the final song was done. Summer air and cigarette smoke drifting one by one. You wrote your number on my head in fading purple ink. Back before the world got hard and love could make us weak. Now the gym's abandoned silence covered up the walls. No more echoes of those restless kids running through the halls. But every time October rain taps softly on my car, I still see your silhouette exactly where you are. Maybe some nights never leave us. Maybe some songs never die. Maybe every lost young memory still survives somewhere inside. Oh, we were dancing slow beneath the exit sign, while forever filled the air. Tiny hearts, too young to realize nothing beautiful stays there. And if time erases every trace of who we used to be, I'll still meet you in that slow dance somewhere deep inside of me. The final song kept playing long after we were gone. but in my mind the neon sign still flickers soft and low. You're dancing by the ice machine with smoke around your hair, like every little second knew how rare it really was. I found your old cassette tape hidden underneath my bed, the handwritten label fading blue and white instead of red, and every hiss between the songs still sounds enough like you to pull the whole lost summer back into the room. Maybe every memory survives, floating softly through the dark, tiny echoes of the nights that left forever in our hearts. Cigarettes and cherry coke still burn beneath my skin, like snapshots from another life we almost stayed forever in. And if every street light fades away and every summer dies, I'll still meet you in the silence beneath those suburban skies. The neon lights went dim, but your memory never faded. There was smoke above the arcade and rain across the street. Your reflection in the puddles dancing underneath the neon heat. We were running out of quarters, but not running out of dreams. Back when every little heartbreak still felt like a movie scene. You leaned against the payphone with your hair caught in the wind, talking about California like we might escape this place we're in. And every passing headlight painted silver on your skin. God, I didn't know those moments were the last we'd ever live. We were reckless, we were fire, burning slow against the dark, trying hard to stay forever with young hearts and stolen sparks. So the night we stayed too long under dying neon skies, singing broken radio songs like we never say goodbye. Now the city keeps on turning, but some ghosts still never fade. And I still see your shadow dancing in the night we stayed too long. There's a photograph between the pages of an old magazine. You disappears. Maybe memories survive in the atmosphere. Maybe every lonely midnight drive still carries pieces of our lives. So the night we stay too long still burns softly in my chest, like a song the world forgot, but my soul cannot forget. And if these streets erase our footprints, if the years wash all away, I'll still meet you in the silence of the night. We stay too long. The neon faded, but somehow your memory never did.
Crackle. For the lonely drivers still awake tonight. This one's for the hearts that never moved on.
Tail lights bleeding red across the rain-soaked avenue. Cheap motel signs and thunder clouds hanging over you. The station played a faded song from summer '84, while cigarette smoke drifted slowly across the passenger door. You trace little hearts and fog upon the freezing window glass, talking about escaping this town before our youth could pass. And summer in the humming dark beneath fluorescent skies. We thought love could outrun anything, even time. Restless midnight dreamers, burning fast through neon nights. Every song became forever, every kiss felt so alive. Oh, neon rain on Interstate 5 still pours inside my mind like broken radio memories, frozen somewhere out in time. Through the static and the rain, the drive-in theater's empty now, weeds growing through the cracks. But in my head the movie still keeps flickering right back. You're dancing near the speaker poles in your leather jacket shine, like every little second knew it wouldn't
beneath those neon lights. Good night, lost romantics.
Shopping malls closing as the sky turned violet blue. Neon signs reflecting softly on your worn out tennis shoes. We walk behind the movie theater where the tall grass used to grow, talking about escaping somewhere only reckless dreamers know. Your Walkman headphones hanging loosely around your neck, while some old synth-pop love song drifted through the summer wind. And every little second underneath those parking lot lights felt too beautiful and temporary to survive the night. We were runaway believers, young enough to chase the stars. Every heartbeat sounded louder, every scar felt like an art. Oh, fireflies behind the mall still glow inside my head, like tiny sparks from summers we were never meant to forget. Now the years roll by like thunder, and the neon fades away, but part of me still stays with you in those endless August days. The food court tables vanished and the arcade shut down cold, but memories survive in places nobody can hold, like your lipstick on a Pepsi cup inside my dresser drawer, or faded little Polaroids hidden underneath the floor. Sometimes when July storms roll softly through this town, I hear old synthesizers floating through Rain fell softly on the hood outside the bowling alley lights. Your denim jacket smelled like smoke and cheap perfume that night. The parking lot was glowing red beneath the neon haze, while old rock songs from passing cars drifted through the summer rain. We climbed into the passenger seat, laughing through the dark, drawing little constellations on the fogged up window glass. And somewhere on that empty road, outside our little town, we thought the world belonged to us before it all burned down. We were wild hearts chasing shadows, burning bright against the night. Every moment felt eternal, every dream felt so alive. Oh, summer, static in your eyes, still flickers through my mind, like headlights fading slowly, somewhere lost in space and time. Now the city sleeps much colder, and the neon lost its shine, but part of me still lives with you in those endless summer nights. The old motel beside the highway barely stands there anymore. Broken signs and faded paint washed pale by storms before. But every time October rain taps softly on my car, I still see your silhouette exactly where you are. Your old mixtape still rattles in the glove box when I drive, like a tiny piece of history, refusing not to survive. And every scratch upon the tape, every hiss and fading tone, feels like proof that even ghosts don't really let you go. Maybe every memory survives, hidden somewhere in the dark, tiny echoes of the moments that forever changed our hearts. So summer, static in your eyes, still burns beneath my skin, like a photograph still glowing from a world we once lived in. And if time erases every road and every city light, I'll still find you in the shadows of those endless summer nights. Some nights disappear forever, but you never really did. fluorescent dashboard glow inside my old beat-up car. The city feels half asleep beneath the humming power lines, while Bryan Adams softly echoes through the late night radio nights. You used to sing beside me with your feet up on the dash, laughing every time the signal faded in a static crack. And somehow every broken sound still pulls me back to you, like old FM frequencies still carrying what we knew. We were runaway believers, young enough to chase the night. Every station sounded magic, every song felt so alive. Oh, Midnight FM 1987, still playing somewhere in my mind, where your voice and all those old songs never disappeared with time. Now the highways feel much colder and the neon burns less bright, but I still hear us singing softly through the radio at night. Diner by the interstate still flickers after dark. Same cracked booths and coffee stains, same jukebox falling apart. And every lonely traveler there looks half lost in memories, like ghosts still chasing summer nights through faded melodies. I found your old cassette tape inside the glove box yesterday. Saturday almost worn to silence from the times we used to play. And when the static filled the speakers, for a second you were there, like the past was still alive somewhere inside the air. Maybe every radio wave carries pieces of our lives, tiny echoes floating endlessly through the dark beyond the sky. Of the night.
Good night, lonely dreamers. See you again tomorrow night. Click. You're listening to Heartline FM. Keeping lonely hearts company all night long.
Streetlights shimmer softly on the rain outside the car. Dashboard stars. The radio kept playing Journey somewhere after 2, while thunder rolled like distant drums too fast. And somewhere through the static hiss between the songs and rain, I felt our fading little world still breathing through your name. We were restless young believers, burning bright against the dark. Every station felt eternal. Every song became our heart. Oh, echoes from exit 22 still haunt me late at night, like faded radio transmissions floating through fluorescent light. Now the highways feel much colder, and the neon glows less bright, but I still hear your laughter in the static every night. The old arcade beside the diner finally shut down last spring, but in my mind those broken machines still glow electric green. You're dancing near the pinball lights with glitter on your shoes, like every tiny second knew how temporary youth could be. I found your old cassette recording underneath the seat, your voice buried in tape, hissing fading frequencies. And when the chorus slowly cracked through all the analog waves, it felt like time itself forgot we ever went away. Maybe every radio ghost still survives somewhere above, tiny echoes of the dreamers who burn too hard in love. Oh, echoes from exit 22 still echo through my soul, like headlights disappearing slowly down forgotten roads. And if every station fades away, if silence steals the night, I'll still meet you in the static beneath those fading lights. Crackle, stay warm out there tonight, dreamers.
You're listening to After Midnight Radio, where memories never really die.
Blue neon pouring through the windshield after 2 a.m. Your lipstick marks still fading on the coffee cup again. The station played those power ballads from the summer of '86, while rain kept tapping rhythms on the hood and tiny hits. You leaned your head against the glass and watched the city lights, like every passing moment carried pieces of our lives. And somewhere through the static hum between the songs and rain, I felt forever trembling softly underneath your name. We were midnight may be radio waves, remember. Every word we left behind, floating endlessly through darkness. Long after goodbye, oh, the static between two hearts still survives the passing years, like headlights cutting through the storm, while old songs fill my ears. And if every station fades away, if the silence takes the night, I'll still find you in the frequencies between the dark and light. Crackle. For everyone still awake tonight, this song is for you.
The dashboard glows, painting gold across your tired eyes. Somewhere past the city limits, under violet summer skies. Your sneakers on the passenger seat, tap into the radio, and every little moment felt too beautiful to hold. We stopped beside a rundown diner, buzzing red and blue. You laughed and stole my leather jacket, like you always used to do. The jukebox played a broken song from 1985, and somehow for a little while the whole world felt alive. We were young enough to outrun time, too wild to notice goodbye. sunset leaves a ghost behind. Maybe every memory keeps another life. Maybe somewhere out there we still drive with the windows down beneath the electric skies. Oh, the summer lights on Route 9 still flicker somewhere in my veins, like a photograph still burning inside an old forgotten frame. And if time keeps moving forward, I'll still turn and look behind, searching for your shadow dancing in those summer lights on Route 9. The engine fades into the night, but your memory never does. Friday night beneath the mirror ball and flickering arcade light. You roll beside me laughing while the speakers scream all night. Your denim sleeves were covered in old band pens and cigarette smoke, and every little glance from you felt dangerous and gold. The parking lot was glowing from the rain that fell at 10. We sat across the hood of my old car, talking till AM. The radio kept playing songs we swore would never die, back when forever sounded simple underneath those summer skies. We were reckless, we were fire, young enough to outrun time. Every heartbeat felt immortal, every dream felt so alive. All the neon hearts at the roller rink still spin inside my mind, like frozen little constellations we accidentally left behind. Now the years move like a freight train, fast and cold, Maybe magic only works that way, burning brightly for a moment, then surviving as a song. Oh, the neon hearts at the roller rink still glow beneath my skin, like a movie scene still flickering somewhere deep within. And if time erases everything, if the colors slowly fade, I'll still meet you in the echoes of those wild September days. The music faded into silence, but the feeling never did. There's a cigarette burn on the seat beside me still, like the ghost of every summer that the years could never kill. Your favorite songs playing through the static every night, while the city lights keep fading in the rear view out of sight. We used to drive for hours with no destination signs, just runaway kids chasing sunsets on borrowed time. And every gas station radio felt holy in the dark, like the whole world disappeared whenever you would start. Laughing underneath the highway glow, thinking we would never grow old. Every little second felt forever, back when our hearts were untouchable. Oh, the Polaroids in the glove box still shake me to my bones. Tiny frozen pieces of a life we almost owned. Now the streets feel colder somehow, and the nights don't feel the same. But I still hear your voice calling through the static and the rain. The old motel outside of Austin probably still remains, with faded signs and empty parking lots, so